5-year-old Kadijah Saccoh was raped and killed by a family member who was supposed to be looking after her and her sister in Sierra Leone. Protests followed, and the ongoing debate about how to handle the rape crisis continues as policymakers grapple with ideas on how to address gender-based violence against women and girls. Kadijah's father said he believes sexual abuse of minors is permitted and rarely punished in the country.
My daughter's story is very, very sad because in my country, rape have become, acceptable in family setting.
President Julius Maada Bio last year declared rape and sexual violence a national emergency. At the time, the country had more than 8,500 reported cases of sexual and gender-based violence per year.
These despicable crimes of sexual violence are being committed against our own women, children, and even babies. Some of the fatalities are as young as 3 months old. 70% of the survivors of this traumatic experience are under the age 15.
Since then, the country has made strides, including strengthening its Sexual Offences Act to allow for a maximum punishment of life in prison for someone who rapes a child. It also created a Sexual Offences Division of the High Court to make sure sexual assault cases are prosecuted swiftly. Still, advocates say the problem persists.
One of the reasons why I think the numbers have not come down is because, quite honestly, numbers came up because more people were confident coming out to complain. But the numbers have not increased insofar as successful prosecutions as against the number of claims that are being made.
But lawyers representing clients who have suffered gender-based violence, also known as GBV, say that the call center for victims should deal with other forms of violence against girls and women, like domestic abuse, in order to address deeper societal issues. In March, the country made progress by overturning a ban on pregnant girls attending school or sitting for exams.
Because we thought that it was a very discriminatory measure. Obviously, there was like girls that they became pregnant and they were punished. They were sent out of a school, while the boys, the men that they got them impregnated, they carry on with their normal lives. When we have been arguing with the government for all these years, they decided that pregnant girls are not fitted, they are not mentally and physically capable of going to school when they are pregnant. They also decided that pregnant girls are really a bad example for other girls, and that's why they have to put them away.
In the midst of his anguish and grief, Kadijah's father wants to make sure the person who is responsible is prosecuted. Salem, VOA News, Washington.